Jeffrey Dahmer, American serial killer, also known as the Milwaukee Cannibal, killed approximately 17 young men. Most of them occurred in his apartment, where he would invite them over, usually drug them, then proceed to sexually assault them and murder them. It would go on to inspire the Netflix series Monster. Jeffrey Dahmer was born May 21st, 1960 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. In his childhood, he was described as shy, somewhat withdrawn. In his adolescent years, became more socially isolated and engaged in heavy drinking. He would often turn up to school drunk, and also had whiskey in a flask. It is said that Lionel was a caring but somewhat absent father in his childhood. In his teenage years, Jeffrey became fascinated with dead animals. He enjoyed dissecting them and polishing their bones, and would later comment that he liked how their insides looked. In 1978, Lionel and Jeffrey's mum divorced, and Jeffrey was left in the family home alone for a long period of time. It was around this time that he committed his first murder. His first victim was an 18-year-old called Stephen Hicks, who he picked up when he was hitchhiking and brought him back to his parents' house on the promise of having some drinks. Jeffrey would later kill him with a barbell and dispose of his body. In the early 1980s, after being discharged from the army due to alcohol abuse, Jeffrey moves in with his grandmother. At this time, he commits a string of sexual offences and is arrested for indecent exposure, molesting a 13-year-old boy. Between 1987 and 1991, Jeffrey Dahmer would go on to kill 16 other boys and men. The victims were lured back to his apartment, where he would offer them money, companionship, or to take some photographs of them, then proceed to drug, strangle and dismember their bodies. He would also engage in necrophilia and cannibalistic behaviour and would keep body parts as trophies. Dahmer also displayed huge issues of abandonment. He would state that eating parts of his victims' flesh was like that they never left him. He would also lay with the corpses for days on end. It is known that Jeffrey made one attempt to drill holes into the head of one of his victims and pour hydrochloric acid into it to turn him into a zombie. In that way, he would always have a sexual partner he could control and would never leave him. His murderous rampage eventually came to an end on July 22nd, 1991, when one of his victims, Tracy Edwards, escaped. He was seen by police officers running down the street naked with handcuffs on him. Officers attended Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment to see what had been going on. Officers searching Dahmer's apartment found Polaroid pictures of dismembered victims. One police officer opened the fridge to find a head staring back at him. Immediately, Jeffrey Dahmer was taken into custody. In 1992, Dahmer confesses to killing 17 young boys and men. He's found guilty at trial and sentenced to 15 consecutive life sentences. On November 28, 1994, Jeffrey Dahmer was beaten to death by another prisoner called Christopher Scarver at Columbia Correctional Institution. Dahmer, like his own first victim, was beaten to death with a barbell.